Hello, welcome back to my channel. Be easier if we pick the correct source, I guess, huh? I guess you got to see a little bit of Final Fantasy. But anyway, let's continue our Dark Souls marathon and let's finish up this game, Dark Souls 3. I honestly don't remember where we stopped, but I think we are basically about to go kill the boss for the first area, and then we'll move on to the second part and kill the lords. Then we'll see what time we'll be at. Because I'm kinda debating whether I'm gonna do the secret area or not. And the secret area, I basically am gonna use that as a backup if we beat the game in a timely manner. Because I intend... To use a new streaming session for when we start up Bloodborne. Don't get mixed into the same stream. Oh my god. I hate that combo. There we go. Okay, so yesterday's streaming session, we did everything here. Picking that up clearly. And the only thing we did not do is unlock this door here, but that only leads to a covenant that I don't need. Basically, it's actually you could have joined the covenant already. But here's the altar to give the covenant items to rank up and get some miracles, actually. I found a miracle. It's the sunlight covenant. It's going to be a statue behind this wall where you can offer the sunlight medals. And good to get in there, you'll climb up this ladder, climb this roof. Going to be 2 archer guy over there. And a great axe guy patrolling. So you go into that tower. There's also a ring. Then you come down that way and run over this halfway and encounter another dude with a greatsword. And then you're inside and find the altar and can open this door from that way. So completely optional, but if you wanna get all the miracles, for example, then that's gonna be mandatory. I think you need 30 coins. You need to co-op at least 30 times to get that, or farm them. Some enemies in this area can drop the sunlight medals, but co-oping is the fastest way. So let's deal with the boss. Actually, that weapon he is wielding, you can get that from his boss soul, which is a really fun weapon if you're a strength/faith build. Oh, got hit. And that's the special move with that one. Get away. Now it's gonna do that. Stop being so greedy, Sev. Oh, we're almost dead. Didn't even look. Now the butterfly in the background gonna shoot at us. dead. It's a pretty easy fight, at least with this weapon. We kinda... Yeah, okay, you did I? We were kinda sloppy, getting hit a lot with the skills that we should have been able to dodge, but we won, and that's really what matters, doesn't it? Then run up here, and you're gonna run into a familiar area if you played again Dark Souls 1. Grand Archives. Never really understood how the Grand Archives can end up here, because Grand Archives are located close to Anor Londo. We're nowhere close to Anor Londo. That ghost or wizard is gonna pop a couple times. You're not it's not mandatory to kill him per se. However, if you're gonna get all the scrolls, magic scrolls in the game, you're gonna have to kill him for the last scroll. Oh wow, rolled way too quickly. Is the last set of scrolls. Now it's like up there somewhere. And that's your second and last crystal lizard that will drop a crystal gem. To my knowledge, at least, there is only 2 in the game. Crystal lizards. You might be able to farm them. I'm not entirely sure. Pop your head in here for a mechanic. I will explain it in a bit. You're a candle man. It's gonna be 2 crystal lizards here. Here's the first one. If you don't have the candle, when you get touched by these ghost hands, you're gonna get like paralyze. And if your paralyzed meter goes up to 100%, it's insta-death. That's why we're going to run around with candle wax on our head for a bit. Pop that lever over there. That will open this room, which contains a that whip, but also power within. It's a very powerful and good pyromancy, a buff pyromancy. So I'm gonna find the dude. Should be top of us right now. So there are gonna be a few annoying enemies on the way, so let's back up a bit. Wait, we took 0 damage from the crystal? I swear we got hit by it. Oh my god, come on. Well, we killed him, that's what matters. So now he won't spawn again. Now, if you like to get a sorcery spell, you can go in here. It's going to be a Frost Knight over there. I'm not going to get it because I don't need it. But then you get up. Can we see it here? See it from here. Basically behind this second level. Where it's gonna be a dead guy on a chair that's gonna contain the scroll Soul Stream. Which is a really fun spell, but kinda gimmicky. It's good damage, but it's kind of a long wind up to it, so it's I don't think it's something you'd use in PvP, but for some bosses it's a kind of fun to use. Okay, this is a shortcut back to the start. Show you when we pop this. You'll see where we are. So here's there's the bonfire, and we ran straight ahead here before, and you just go right instead, then you'll find this elevator, and you can skip first section inside of the library. And now we're gonna go climb the roof and get inside of the library on the third level for some items. Are, for example, going to get the last bone shard. That's probably the biggest thing that we'll get. Gonna run into some invasions. Now you see the paralyzed meter. So it's kinda risky to try to get that crystal lizard, but that's fine. Yeah, we don't really need to kill more crystal lizards at this point of the game. Because even though we have not many chunks on us right now, we do have our +10 weapon, and I'm not planning to make any more +10 weapons on this playthrough. Whoa. Ow. Can kill these for more chunks. And now I'm just gonna make a run for it. Then you run off to this. Gonna be 1 or 2 more here. Wow, I thought it was gonna jump. Turn hip to the right. Then here's the bone shard. Oh wow. You can kick this for a slight shortcut. There's another Dax thing if you need it. And now we're gonna encounter 3 NPC invasions, and I usually run past them. And then take this elevator. Sometimes one of them will follow and jump down and fall. And die from the fall. Don't seem that happened today. So here's the bonfire that we got from entering the area. This is kind of a meme of the game as well, because there's like bonfires everywhere. So over there is the boss fight we just did a couple minutes ago. Run 200 yards and then you're at another bonfire. Okay, so now let's go upstairs. You could kill the NPC, but for our character it's not really worth the time. But for instance, the mage drops a decent cane staff, but there is a better staff that we skipped getting in the area where we fought Yorm, you know, that big giant giant boss in that zone, you can get a much better staff. That's kind of the best staff base game, at least. I don't remember if it will get replaced if you run the Ring City DLC, but that that weapon at +10 is really good. Or did you only go to +5? I don't remember. Anyway, and the axe guy doesn't drop the axe, he drops a shield. That's kind of whatever. And the other guy that's in the front, he using a weird twin katana thing that has a kind of cool animation, and like you're doing a jump and slicing in the air. It's okay, I guess. It's a bleed weapon, but the twin blades is much better. Now we're gonna get the Estus flask and a free slab. The slab part is kind of optional, but I figure I can showcase this. Shit. Not mean to roll into it. Of course, both gonna come. Can I aggro just one? And they always drop something. It's either gonna be a large, a chunk, or their weapon. At least it feels like they always drop something. Right, a large. Now one left to go. You're always gonna have his back turned to you. Be careful about these with the spears, because they can do a spinning attack, which hurts a lot. So when you kill these the first time, you always get a slab. But it's also worth going back. If you go back to the bonfire and reset, go back here, kill these over and over, because they always drop. Is it like 25,000 or 15,000? It's arguably the best place to farm souls at endgame. I think it go up to like 37 something souls if you're using all the souls gain equipment. And on New Game Plus, it's a really good place to just level up a lot here. Although, we're level 70. I usually go to like level 100, 110, then I stop. But if you like to just keep leveling, this is the spot to be at, for sure. But I think we're good. I think we're gonna be good level wise. Although we have skipped at least 2 areas, but I'm not too bothered to having to do those just to beat the game. You would naturally go to those places if you are going to go down to the DLC, but they are also completely missable. both areas. So they are kinda quote-unquote secret. Like one of the areas is in the consumed King's Garden. The poisoned area that we ran down to briefly when we got to Lothric Castle, if you remember. Nope. Fuck. Still hit me. And in end of the garden you'll find Osiris, who's the old king, but he's now a dragon somehow. Ooh, that was close. Oh, I had an arrow in my head. Okay, so now we're gonna run for it. And when you beat Osiris, behind him is gonna be some hidden walls that gets you to a place called Untended Graves, which is like a dark dimension version of the first area. When we woke up from our grave and ran through to Firelink. Actually, I can show you another free slab. Let's send that elevator. Then we will go rest and just upgrade our flask and the power of the flasks. I guess level up for the last time. For second last time, we might get enough souls from killing next boss to before we go to the last boss. But when you go through the Untended Graves, you're gonna run into the first boss again. What's it called? Well, that big guy that we pull out a sword from. Its name slipped me right now. Udix Gunder. Champion Gunder. And when you kill him, you can exchange his soul for a ring called the Prisoner Chain, which is a very good item to have. Okay, let's see. Let's get our health up. Right, blacksmith first. And the other area is the area accessible from the prison area. Actually, when I think about it, you have to do the Osiris in order to get a gesture. Because you need to do the gesture in the prison area next to a statue to get teleported to the last area. Or the secret area, I mean. And at the end of that area, you're gonna encounter a big guy on a dragon, on a fire drake, who is supposed to be the hardest boss in the base game, but I don't know, man. Sure, he's challenging, but hardest in the game, I'm not sure. At least not at end game. Oh, we ran the wrong way. Like hardest boss in the game at the time, I think you're gonna have a harder time on like Pontiff Sullivan or Abyss Watchers. That's probably gonna be harder for most players when they are at those bosses at their current levels. Killing the Nameless King, you're like max level, you're gonna have +10 weapons and all that good shit. Sure, he's gonna be a challenge, but once you've seen his moveset, it's very easy to dodge and shit. Just don't get greedy on him, and it's easy. I suppose that goes for most bosses, but for example, some bosses in the DLC are like really difficult. Like really aggressive and everything. Like I struggle like hell on Sister Frida boss, the final boss in the first DLC. I struggle like hell on that one still. There's so many playthroughs of the game. Like even get to the point where I have to summon for help sometimes when I play through that DLC. And the last boss in the Ring City is also very challenging. And as an optional boss in the Ring City, who's arguably the hardest boss in the game, I think. Who's deer, a big ass dragon. He's definitely the hardest for me. And then you have Gale, the last boss, who's the guy who teleports you into the first DLC. He's the final boss in the Ring City DLC, and he's very aggressive. But great bosses. Fun bosses, but very, very challenging. Okay, time for boss. So here's the Prince Lothric. This is Lorian, his bigger brother. Oh shit, I rolled. Stop being greedy. Oh, I pressed the roll button. Oh, I hate his voice actor. It's so snarky. Anyhow, let's go again. We could get an NPC to help us, but we haven't really following along with her quest line. I think we can finish her quest line now, but nah. Can deal with Lorian and Lothric. Fuck. Thought I sent down the elevator before. This is the annoying part with elevators go up and down, like 2 elevators. I know elevators go up and down, but you know what I mean. So just have to wait for the elevator. Okay, let's send it down in case we die again, so we can get back a little bit quicker. Oh, I rolled. seriously hate this guy with his stupid teleports. How did that not hit me? Okay, first phase. So basically in the second phase, he's gonna be on his back, but he's much weaker. So now his brother gonna get off and revive him. Oh shit, I was full health already. But Lothric is already kind of weak because of we managed to be on the back all the time. And Lothric is basically the real target. Doesn't matter if Lorien still is alive when you kill a Lothric. We're only 36 minutes in. I don't think we're gonna have a long stream, even if we go to the optional areas. That's gonna be like an hour tops. So I think we're actually going to have to change game midstream anyway. So what we'll most likely do is end the stream and reset it. Just so the title of the stream and everything will be correct. See if Yuri says anything else before we... It doesn't say anything specific. Guess we can give you the scroll.
I suppose. Oh, this is undead. Oh, this is. Come again.
Okay. And let's just do a level up or 2. 3 levels almost, I think. Yeah, let's do health. Since we just gonna deal with the last boss, he might us hard. So now what you wanna do is place your skulls from the lords that we have killed. 4 of them. So we have 1. The little guy is gonna be 1. It's gonna be DeLorean. Then we have Abyss Watchers. And big boy Yorm. Right here. There we go. Now the Firekeeper is gonna walk down here and a cutscene will play.
Noble lords of Cinder, the fire fades. And the lords go without thrones. Surrender your fires, to the true heir. Let her grant death.
Blah, blah, blah. And now we're at the Kiln of the First Flame, which is a area from Dark Souls 1. Although it looks exactly like the Firekeeper Shrine. And now the world got kinda fucked up. Basically what this indicates is the world has gone through many cycles after lighting the flame. So like time is warped. Like this is supposed to be like all areas morphed into one place that we've been at already. It's kind of fucked up. Here's a teleport to Dragheap, which is the first area of the Ringed City DLC. To get to the Ringed City DLC, there's actually two ways to get there. You either go through Ashes, what's it called? Ashes of Ariandel? Is that what it's called? The first DLC anyway. And when you kill the last boss, you can get teleported to Dragheap. But if you don't want to do that DLC for whatever reason, you can also just get to end of the base game, and then you'll be able to travel to Dragheap that way. But the first DLC is really short, so if you are up for a challenge, I would suggest doing that instead of waiting to end of the base game. But there's no enemies here, there's no Silver Knights gonna attack you like in Dark Souls 1. Up here should be there it is. The summon for Yuria, which is required for her ending. Which I think we will be able to get. I don't remember if you're supposed to do anything in the end, but I think it's do her quest line, summon her. She survived the fight, and we should get the dark ending, which is the true ending of the game. And when we killed the boss, I believe that her weapon should be where she was lay where she was standing. So this boss is kind of tricky because he has multiple forms. He can change like build mid-fight. Right now it's just a regular strength build, I guess, with a great sword. And now he changed. Now he has a curved sword. So now he's more of a dex character. / pyromancer. That's the power within. Oh wow. And now he's a caster. Still a caster, his soul stream. And face change. Now you're gonna hear the music get really nostalgic. in a second. There we go. Trick about that move is, please don't die, Yuria. Oh my god, she got off a heal. So now he's basically being Quinn. Oh, he grabbed her. Stop grabbing her. There we go. Dead. And we beat the game. Woohoo! Lord of Cinder. Bye, Yuria. And over here is the bonfire. And let's see. We'll get the ending. I don't remember, because there's a three endings to the game. Where's the normal ending where you link to flame? Where's the dark ending, which I think we're gonna get now? And then there's a firekeeper ending where you can kill the firekeeper. I think this is the correct ending, because we are basically going to collapse here. This is the dark ending.
Gracious Lord, make London whole.
Not really sure what that ending implicates, but or imply. But basically, we're the Lord of Hollow, so now the Age of Dark should have happened. Shouldn't you skip this? There we go. Begin and no. That's basically, do you want to start NG Plus right away? And we do not. So now we're back at Firelink in the events right before the last boss. But you can't do the last boss again, of course. What was I thinking? Yeah, we're gonna go check on Yuria. But she should have left now, but her weapon should be here. Yes. So here's Dark Drift and her gear set. Dark Drift is a katana, a curse sword. It's like this. If you kill her also, when she's still around, you could get a different weapon as well, which takes away some of your health. Which some people use to proc the red tearstone ring to get incredibly strong, but you also die like in one hit if you get hit. I just wanted to show you the weapon on the enemy. Wow. It's probably parable, but parryable. There's a quick attack. So now we don't get the sound effect because we're low on FP. We're still gonna be able to do the attack, but it's not gonna be as powerful. But I guess that's it for this one. So we beat the game in 6.5 hours. Not too bad, I guess. But for now, we are to launch Bloodborne. So I will just end the stream and come back in just a second. So we have a dedicated stream just for Bloodborne. So I'll be right back. And if you're watching this in the future, see you in the next video.